saving. It's loading a little bit. Millennial pause. And we are live. Hey guys, I'm Wolfie, and David Lombardi decided to go live exactly when I go live, so it's probably a terrible time, but here we are, man. We got a little bit of a packed show. We got a lot of things to talk about. Things I haven't caught up on. I mean, it's been a few days, so we've got the rookie numbers I want to talk about. The second year players that are undrafted show up this year as well in the rookie minicamp. Some notable quotes from Brant and Robert Saleh, of course. The kicker they brought in for a tryout. The O-lineman they signed. I mean, Mike Schler's what he had to say. There's just so many things happening that it's just like, whoa, dude. Like, I should have done a show yesterday or the day before, man. There's just so many things to talk about. Which I like. It's getting a little dark in here. There we go. Oh, light. All right. We got 49ers media in the house. It's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing great. See you doing the news, man. I see you out there. Historic, stoic, crazy car retired. Definitely crazy day retired. I thought that was crazy. I just uploaded a video about that. But historic in the house. Val, be in the house. Like this live. I count on you. Always good. I appreciate you. And of course, before we get into anything else, we're brought to you by water. It's really good for you. It's good for your organs. It's good for your skin. It's like it helps you shine. Your face becomes more shiny, and it's good for your bowels. H2O. It's the way to go. I forgot to get cough drops. Not like my mouth is going to be all cotton mouthy, and that's going to suck. But, all right. Strawberry Rex in the house. Watching the Sanders-Gabriel QB competition unfold over at Twitter is making me so excited to now have QB competition without a doubt. But I am actually genuinely curious who's going to be that starting quarterback. You know it's not going to be Deshaun Watson. You got Joe Flacco. You got Dylan Gabriel, like I said, Shedeur Sanders, and Kenny Pickett. I'm genuinely curious who's going to come out on top to be their starting guy. They have a lot of issues going on over there. They have to settle, like a lot of things that they have to figure out. I'm actually pretty excited about that. And we're laughing out loud, and it has been a while. It's been a while since I've gone join Wolfie's live just to say hi. Papa J in the house. Best mod ain't broken. Ask for it. Good to see you. Saying, yo, what's up with Wolfpack? Hey, that's good. Does coffee count as water? Absolutely not, but I know what you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. I mean, it does. It's like a baby laxative, really. It's kind of like a little laxative. So I guess it's kind of good for your bowels. Maybe that's good for you. I don't know. I haven't done that much research on coffee, so I really don't know. I just know that it wakes me up and it just like gets me going. So, oh my God. Mad cotton mouth right now. I'm sorry, guys. I have to get a cough drop. You're going to have to pay attention to this flag for just maybe like a couple seconds. I have to get a cough drop. I'm a major cotton mouth. I'm not going to make it now. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get a cough drop. I was going to die. I could already feel my teeth just getting all gritty and stuff. All right. Wolfie, have you ever thought about getting any sponsors? I do. I got water. Water's got my back. But yeah, I wouldn't mind some sponsors. I keep forgetting to set up the sponsors because now I qualify for it. So I can actually do sponsors. But I keep forgetting to go through the process of having to set that up. But thank you for reminding me. I don't know why I keep forgetting about that. It's super important because I get paid for something like that. So it's like super stupid that I keep forgetting that, right? It's like, don't I want to get paid to do this, right? It's ridiculous. People are making a big deal over the fact that Gabriel took the first snaps over Sanders rookie minicamp, and I had a horrible flashback to making a big deal over Sam versus Trey. 110%. Well, I mean, it's just they're gonna have like no matter how you feel about Sanders or whatever, if you love him or if you don't like him or whatever, he was the second quarterback taken in that draft. So take away what the polarizing figure of Shedeur Sanders, right? Take away that. He is the second quarterback taken in that draft, right? So you would think Gabriel will take that. So if you approach Shedeur Sanders without giving him any special privileges, without giving him any special, like, oh, he fell in this draft, he was supposed to be a first-round guy or whatever, you take that away and just be like, okay, well, Dylan Gabriel's our third-round pick, so he should get the first reps. It's just that, there's two sides of the spectrum. There's haters. Shedeur Sanders does have haters, right? Like, I feel like I give a fair assessment of Shedeur Sanders, but there's actually people out there that genuinely hate him and like all that stuff. But there's also people out there that he has a huge following as well. He's a lot of supporters that would get his back, they'll defend him. Heck, there's people suing the NFL right now for emotional distress because he fell in the draft. I mean, that's just crazy to me. So the drafting Shedeur Sanders comes with that polarizing figure that he is. So it's going to come with that controversy every step of the way. And that is something I would not be able to handle as a 49ers fan. If I had constantly had to hear all the time, oh, Shedeur Sanders not getting the first reps. Oh, Shedeur Sanders deserves the first reps. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's a piece of shit. Like, I thought, like, that's one of the reasons why I'm glad I'm not a Browns fan. I don't have to go through that polarizing figure drama every single time, because if Shedeur Sanders does not get the starting position at all, the hell is this on my camera? Hold on. If he doesn't get start, there's going to be a huge backlash for that. People are going to yell at the Browns, blame the Browns, hate the Browns. Some people are going to love the Browns for that, saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. It comes with a huge controversy, and it comes with problems with Shedeur Sanders drafting him. And whether you like it or not, that's the case. Like, you're gonna have to deal with that kind of drama all the time. And it's like you said, it's like I would not be able to handle that. I would not. It's going to constantly come with that drama of, hey, why isn't Shedeur Sanders playing? Hey, why isn't he taking first team reps? Hey, whatever, like, you got the NFL's plotting against him and stuff like that. It's like, no, man. He was the 5th round pick. Dylan Gabriel was the 3rd round pick. That's just how don't look at him with special privileges. If Shedeur Sanders turns out to be the better quarterback, they will put him there first. But since he's such a polarizing since he's such a polarizing figure and he has such a cult following, every step of the way, the Browns are going to be critiqued every step of the way. And I could never, ever, as a fan, be able to deal with something like that. And I think, and I'm not, this is just an assumption, it's probably one of the reasons why he fell in the draft. I mean, if with such a polarizing figure, like the fans that absolutely love Shedeur Sanders are going to put a microscope on the Browns, and it's such a, like, you need to coddle Shedeur Sanders. If not, we're gonna be mad at you. And the same thing with haters too as well. If Shedeur Sanders somehow gets first team's reps and he becomes a starter, the haters are going to do the same thing. They're going to put a microscope on him and be like, how dare you call Shedeur? So, like, it comes with this back and forth, no matter what angle you guys, like, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't with Shedeur Sanders, no matter what you do. But yeah, I'm not surprised the Browns fans and the Browns are going through it with that situation. But, like, in a methodical, theoretical, like, okay, take away the polarizing figure, it makes sense that Dylan Gabriel's taking the reps over Shedeur Sanders. He was a 3rd round pick, one was a 5th round pick. I mean, nobody would say that if Shedeur Sanders was a 3rd round pick and Dylan Gabriel was a 5th round pick. No one would say anything. So it's just what people think, man. It's what people believe. Hey, I was showing some love. That's what I like to see. Be sure that like button. If you haven't hit that like button already, just bitch slap that like button. That actually kind of hurt my hand, not gonna lie. There are a few things to get to on 49ers land stuff. Before we get into, I think there's somebody else that joined us live. The Under the Helmet podcast. You can see that. You can see it. The numbers for the rookie numbers, some I like, some I don't. Some I think his players are going to change. We'll see how it goes, see how it unfolds. Rookie numbers, Mikael Williams, 98. I like it. I'm a fan of it. I like the numbers, 98. I like that. It's a good, solid number there. Collins getting 99. Big fan of that as well. I like those two numbers. I like they got those two numbers there. Martin taking on 45 really reminds me of Devin White. Like, I like 45 as a linebacker, right? I think 45 as a linebacker is a good number. I don't hate it. I actually do hope that's a number he keeps. I truly do like the number 45. That might be a hot take. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. That might be a genuine hot take, but I actually like the number 45 on a linebacker. Upton Stout is number 20. Probably going to change that number. I'm sure they're probably going to change. I'm sure Stout, if like a single digit comes available or a teens digit becomes available, he'll probably take that or something. But I guess it's just, I don't know. I like 20, but sometimes I don't like it too much. For some reason, something about 20 I don't like. So I kind of hope he changes that. But I guess he also kind of has to. I also think he kind of probably has to prove himself before he can go out and change. Kind of like Ricky Pearsall got 14. He kind of proved himself towards the end of the year, so he's able to kind of change the number. So that's probably a thing. CJ West with the number 50. I don't know. I don't like number 50 on my D lineman. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. Jordan Watkins, number 17. I don't mind that. I'm a big fan of that number. I like that one. Jordan James, number 29. Don't like it because I don't like Jordan James. Marquise Sigel with number 36. Trying to make 36 popular. I can't think of a you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't think of a popular player that ever wore number 36. But that dude's going out there trying to make number 36 look popular. I absolutely do not like that number. Curtis Rourke is wearing number 4. Good for him. Good for him. That makes sense as a quarterback. Connor Colby, number 75. That's a starter number, man. 75 is a starter number 110%. Okay? So I'm expecting big things from Colby there. That's setting you up for failure. Junior Burgeon, number 86. Ugh. Gross. I guess he is the last pick in the draft, so slim pickings there, but 86. Ugh. So those are the players that drafted, their numbers that we got there. And I would say definitely 98, 99, 45 I like. 17 I like on Jordan Watkins. Number 4 on York. Colby on 75 really sets us up for failure. I mean, I'm expecting a lot for that guy for taking that kind of a number. But my least favorite one's got to be 36 on Sigel. And 20 for Stout just because of like Ambry Thomas. And I can't really think of another corner that had number 20 that was actually good. It's kind of like the number 10, but for defense, you know. So those are the numbers there. Also, second-year players that were at rookie minicamp. I do like this. I love seeing this. I'm a big fan of this. Drake Nugent being there. Really, I have high hopes. Please, God, be better than Brendel. Please, better than Brendel. Please, Lord. Isaac Alarcon, who's going to have a 6-game suspension, 3-game or 6-game suspension. 49ers media knows this. But Isaac Alarcon has a game suspension for sure. Mason Pline, tight end. Larry Kruger's guy there. Big hopes for him. Tariq Owens is a fan favorite as an undrafted player for sure. A lot of people love Tariq Owens and want to see him succeed. I do too. I mean, that'd be nice. And then Tanner Mordecai, another Larry Kruger guy. He's just got to beat out Curtis Rourke, which he can do. I kind of want to see more. I kind of would want to see like Austin Pleasance there and things of that nature. I guess just rookie mini camp, so it's like they don't have to be there. But to see that these players here are putting the initiative to show up at not mandatory. Gotta stop saying that. At rookie mini camp, I really like seeing that. It makes me like them more. They're putting in the work. They want to get every rep they possibly can. And seeing Drake Nugent there, I really love that. I absolutely love seeing Drake Nugent there. That gives me hope. So let's get to some of these comments about the numbers and stuff. See what you guys have to say. The only drama we're going to have is now is good or bad Brock Purdy looks against Mac Jones during training camp. Spitting hot fire. Your boy hit 200 subs. 49ers with me. I hit 200 subs. Let's go, man. Let's go. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. I remember when you were at like 130 or whatever just a couple months ago, man. You're growing. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. Papa J, and that will only be pushed by a single person. Let's go. Good stuff. Next is 300. Exactly. Show what's up. Say what's up. Show some love to 4A's Media, guys. It's wild how many fans suddenly go after Shedeur Sanders. They're getting millions of views on posts with him in it. They do that. I try to be like, there's sometimes like I'll be like, oh, there's more Shedeur Sanders content like that pops up, but it's like I don't want to be the Shedeur Sanders train guy and just kind of just hook on everything that talks about Shedeur Sanders. I'm trying to stay away from that. I think I've made like 2 videos, I think, on it so far. I'm trying to stay away from the memes too. I really don't want the Shedeur Sanders attention, right? There was the reaction to him being drafted, of course, because that was a big deal during the draft. And I can't remember what other video I made. Oh, the suing of Shedeur Sanders. That I thought that was kind of relatively big news. That I thought was crazy. After that, I really don't want to make it about Shedeur Sanders. I am going to make a video about who is going to be the starting Browns quarterback. I am going to do a short on that, but I'm not going to make it Shedeur Sanders focused. I'm going to make it just about the quarterback room in general, because I am actually genuinely curious who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I'm genuinely curious. So I'm probably going to make a video on that, but I'm going to try and stay away from like Shedeur Sanders focused kind of type videos. He might be involved in some things, but it's not going to be like microscope. You know what I mean? That is the reason why I didn't want Matt. Exactly 110%. Hey, we're showing some love. I subbed to you last night, 49ers. Hey, Stoics, historic Stoic, becoming an OG. Coming an OG, showing some love. Numbers don't matter, but they're fun. They're fun to look at, fun conversation to talk about. Thank gosh people can stop crying about O-line since we signed a few. Never stop crying about O-line. Never stop. Keep going. Keep crying. We signed a couple of them. We signed Andrew Dillard and Petit Ferre. Keep going. Keep crying. Keep complaining. Keep bitching. Never stop. Never stop stopping. Okay? We need to keep complaining until that offensive line is good. I mean, that actually good. I do like the fact that they signed a couple offensive linemen. That's a good start. It's good that they got a drafted guy in Drew Moss. They drafted a guy in Colby in the 7th round. They got 2 tackles in Dillard and Petit Ferrari, while they already have like Pleasance and a couple other options out there as well. I do like the fact that they are doing something instead of just completely ignoring it and saying the offensive line is fine. So theoretically, I do like what they're doing. But until I see that offensive line be good, always cry about it. Always complain. Always put the effort in. Be like, it's not enough. It's not enough. It'll never be enough. DFF, flying and fouls, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Stout got the Ambry Thomas number. Yeah, he did. And I wasn't a fan of Ambry Thomas, so it's kind of like maybe number 20 is the number 10 of the defense, because I can't remember the last time a number 20 where number 20 is actually really good. I really can't remember. 36 is fire. 36 is fire. Is that like you know what? That is some Satanist stuff right there, man. 3-6 is fire. What are 3 6s? 666. Why are you bringing the devil into this, man? What the F? That's crazy, dude. 4A's Media is bringing the devil up in this shit. That's crazy. That's crazy work, dude. That's crazy mental gymnastics, man. Hey, I like 50 over 50. Oh, that's true. That's true. That popped in my mind, but I wasn't confident. That's why I didn't say it. That's why I said. I like 50 on CJ West. All right. Okay. All right. Maybe if I see him, because I haven't watched clips yet. I have not watched clips of them at rookie minicamp, so I don't really know. I saw Mikael Williams, and I think I saw a clip of Stout moving. But outside of that, I don't think I've seen much of rookie minicamp. I've been really busy these past few days. For me, I like 36. What's with that? Why do you guys like 36? Why do you guys like 36? I hate 36. I don't like that number, man. I do not like that number. 36 is a Merton Hanks old number. Dude, that's a throwback. That is a throwback of throwbacks, bro. You threw it out of the stadium, and then you went outside the stadium, grabbed it, and you threw it out into the ocean. That's a throwback. Robson is going to be suspended probably too. Really? Why is that? I'm praying news you can set up. I'm a Michigan fan, and he always played well. I hope he plays well too, man. Like every 49ers fan, I'm telling you right freaking fracking now, every single 49ers fan is like Drake Nugent, Hennessy, Zakel, Ben Barch even, who's supposed to play our left guard, whatever, can outperform at center, and he plays center. Like one of them guys plays center outside of Brendel. I mean, I'm not trying to fat shame. You know, I'm fat myself. You know, I'm about 270, 275. I'm pretty fat myself. So I'm not being a hypocrite when I say this. All right. But I don't play offensive line. I don't play center. That dude does not look like a center. That dude looks like a tight end. All right. Brendel's not it, man. Brendel's not it. That dude needs to eat more bread, more protein, and work out harder. Because he does not look ready. He does not look ready to be play tight end. Dude's got chicken legs. I got bigger legs than him. I was going to say about Jay, I thought Hanks was 36 too. Man, 30, I don't know, man. I don't like 36, dude. I don't like 36. I like 34. I like 38 better than 36. I'm not going to lie to you. Hanks and McDonald are my favorite safety duo we had, but of course, Law is my singular favorite. Law is the safety. Up there with like Ed Reed and stuff. He is the safety. I mean, these players are available after the draft for a reason. I mean, sometimes, you know, and then you can find gems. It's true. Like the 49ers found gems in Amenahue. I want to say Arden Key didn't get picked up. They picked him up later. There's a few players the 49ers have picked up after the draft that have worked out. So it's not like they're just going to be trash, but they could be gems. They could be relatively good gems. I'm more concerned about the future. What do you mean by that? What do you mean like you're concerned about the future? I don't know if I'm concerned about the future. I don't know if I'm that. Trent's going to retire. Brendel sucks. So the only promising O-line is Pooney. I mean, if McKivitz keeps playing like he did like last year, yeah. But I see your point. Like the offensive line is going to be like depleted. Like there's like most likely Trent's going to retire next year. Most likely. That's just an assumption. There's really no fact to that. We have seen players play until they're 38, until they're even 40. So that could happen. He's 36, I believe. So it's possibly is like 1 or 2 years left in him. But you aren't wrong. Like Brendel is super old and he's falling apart. Trent is getting old. He's probably going to retire soon. There is no real left guard resolved there. We don't know if Ben Barch is it. There's really no answer there. There's no answer replacement center. There's no answer replacement at left tackle. There's no answer replacement at right tackle if McKivitz doesn't come back. You aren't wrong. There's really only one player on that line. You aren't wrong. Also signed DJ Humphries. That's like a swing tackle kind of type thing. I'm not too happy. This might sound a little wrong here. But for some reason, I'm more excited about Dillard than I am Humphries, even though Humphries performed better than Dillard. For some reason, Dillard just screams like I feel like he's going to be a better player. And I know that's got to be a hot take because he did not play well. Well, he played 13 snaps last year, and he played good. He played pretty good with those 13 snaps. What is a good number for a safety? I like 41. 44 is nice. I like 38. 32. Any kind of 20. They could take 20s. Corners don't have 20s aren't bad. 33. I like 33 a lot. I am a fan of that double 3-3. 36, man. I'm just not. It just doesn't hit for me, man. And I don't know. There's something about 33, man. 36. I don't like it. It gives me heebie-jeebies. It would have been interesting for Jordan James to take Jordan Mason's number. Oh my God, if they did that, so many people would compare Jordan James to Jordan Mason like all the freaking fracking time if they did that. That would just be setting you up for just constant like failure. That would be setting you up for drama that you don't want to hear. Oh, they took Jordan Mason's number. I think it was number 28? Was it 28? Hey, man, I'm a Lions fan. What's your record prediction for the 49ers next year? Welcome, Pride. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining. My record prediction for the 49ers is going to be my bottom prediction is going to be 10 wins. I think we're going to be 10-7. Got to keep in mind the schedule is easy. We have a great coaching staff now that we picked up. I think that we can definitely be like a 10-7 team, maybe like a 13-3 kind of type team. So I would say 13-3, 13-4. So probably bottom, like everything goes bad and, everything gets worse. My bottom for the 49ers would probably be like 9-8. But my floor, like it's kind of contradictory when I say that, but my bottom floor expectation is like 10-7, but I could see them going 9-8 if like everything falls apart. But my most expectation for them is probably like 13-4, 12-5, somewhere around there. I haven't quite made a prediction yet for the record, but I would definitely say about 10-7, maybe 9-8, somewhere around there. Demarcus Robinson might be suspended because of substance abuse. If he gets suspended, he'll be like 3. Okay. All right. That's right. What is it? Who are the receivers then? I mean, it's all right. Like if he takes 3 games off, that's not going to be the end of the world. I don't think. We'll see what the schedule is when the schedule comes out on Wednesday, just how bad it's going to be, what defenses we face. But I don't think it's going to be in the world. He's going to be there for training camp. He could be there for preseason and all that stuff. He just can't be there for the first 3 games. So it's not the end of the world, especially considering we've got Cowing, Pearsall, Juwan Jennings. We got wide receivers out there. So it's all right. I think they go about 11-6 or 12-5. They have an easy schedule. Yeah, I like that. I like that prediction. Showing some love. That's what I like to see. What do you think the Lions are going to do? Gibbs on top. Without a doubt. That is true. I would like to know what you think the Lions could do. I think the Lions, my only question mark for the Lions, honestly, you guys have the roster. You have the defense, I think. I think you guys have the offense for sure. Like, definitely got the offense there that can make it work. Do you have the coordinators, though? Or do you believe in your coordinators? That's the only question mark for the Lions on offense and defense. Because you got to replace them both. They're both disappeared. Are they good? Who are the coordinators for the Lions? Actually, let me check. Lions offensive coordinator. John Morton. He was hired in January 25 to replace Ben Johnson and promoted the head coach of the Chicago Bears. I think he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't play that bad for the Bears too. After that, I think he was possibly going to be a head coaching job. That's not too bad an option. Defensive coordinator, Lions defensive coordinator, Kelvin Shepard was promoted from linebackers coach in 2025, following the departure of Aaron Glenn. So you have a couple question marks. You don't really have proven commodities. So there's a lot of question marks there for the Lions. Not gonna put it unless Wolfie is fine with it. Fine with what? What are we talking about? The future of the O-line. Gives on top. It's way too early to tell. Bro, I'm pretty sure it's good with Wolfie. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why are you guys hiding things from me, man? You guys having a secret conversation? Secret texts? What's going on here? The future of the O-line. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point about the O-line. That's actually a good point about the O-line. Not gonna lie. We are fam. About me putting my channel link. Oh, you go ahead, man. I don't hate it. Like, go right ahead, man. I support you, man. 110%. I believe in you, man. I think you make good content. Yeah, go right ahead. I don't care, man. We're not in competition with each other. Go right ahead. We are the fam, homie. I don't mind McKivitz at the price he's at, but he will get him a clinch type contract, and I don't want him. That is true. If he does perform next year, like if he performs in 2025, he's going to want to ask a lot of money, and I really hope the 49ers do not give that to him. Like, I do not believe in McKivitz in that way. I like him you and me, Strawberry, are on point, brother. You and me are on point. Fries me in the house. Papa J, the Strawberry in the house. Hey, Val, showing some love. Just like to be careful with Papa J stuff. Don't like it. Yeah, like other places and things of that nature, you definitely shouldn't do that. Like, out of respect, like you shouldn't do that. But I don't mind it. I don't care. I really like 27 for his safety, but Tig has that number. Tig. Who's Tig? 49ers, number 27. Jair Brown. Okay. That's true. Gives on top. I haven't really examined the schedule, but with it being an easy NFL, I think we can at least get a wild card, maybe 9-8 or 10-7. True. I think 11-6 is a safe guess. I like it. 11-6 in my eyes. 11-6. That's a wild card. That's a wild card. I'll take it. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. 11-6 is definitely a good guess. I like it. About to put my channel link. I told 49ers to put his link in the chat. I think the 49ers will go 11-6 if everybody stays healthy. But if nobody can stay healthy and they started missing games, then we'll go 6-11. Salvador in the house. I have 6-11. Dude, if we go 6-11 with this schedule, and like if we go on par, like that would be crazy, dude. If we go 6-11 again, man, someone's getting fired. Thanks. Just like to, I know I appreciate you asking, man. I appreciate you respecting the channel, trying to make sure it's not taking advantage of the channel and the viewers and stuff like that. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, McKivitz is a perfect swing, but not ideal starter in my opinion. Yeah, I would absolutely hate that. I'm not a fan of overpaying for McKivitz. But you aren't wrong. Like next year, it's going to look a lot like hopefully Brendel's gone, right? And we can move on to somebody else. But there's a lot of question marks on the offensive line next year. They've just got Pooney. And like the center's a question mark, the left guard's a question mark. Next year, is Trent going to be here? Is McKivitz going to be here? The only one left is Pooney. That's actually a great question. That means probably next year, the 49ers, like that, they have to draft O-line at that point, right? Like they absolutely have to draft offensive line at that point. Like you can't go into next year with all these questions. Like I understand that we said this every year. We've been saying this for like the past 3 years. They got to go offensive line now, right? But I mean it this time. Like there's no, like that is just way too much. Like you had McKivitz, you knew he was coming back, so that makes sense. Trent Williams, you knew he was coming back. That makes sense. Brendel, we all hate him, but the 49ers love him. But you don't know if he's going to come back next year or if he's going to regress so bad that even they don't want him. Like, so you kind of understand where that. But at that standpoint, if Trent doesn't come back, McKivitz doesn't come back, Brendel doesn't come back, and you still haven't found an answer at left guard, that's a lot of questions. Jake in the house. Good to see you. By the way, Jake, I saw your Bengals, Shamar Stewart, or should I say Shamir Stewart, is holding out. Shamir Stewart, the guy with 1.5 sacks in every single year, the guy who doesn't get better every year, stays exactly the same, is holding out of his rookie contract. That's crazy. Good thing the 49ers didn't draft him. Good thing the 49ers didn't listen to Larry Krueger. Because guess what? He'd probably be holding out right now. Probably like, hey, I want more money. I want a fully guaranteed contract. That's probably what we'll be dealing with right now. No, we got Mikael Williams, who I believe hasn't signed yet, show up to rookie minicamp. 49ers got a guy who shows up from rookie minicamp, who looks like he's hungry. He wants to dominate in the NFL. He knows the money will take care of itself. Love that. Love to see everything. But Shamir Stewart, ain't happening, dude. It looks like Shamir Stewart's over there. I just couldn't put ink to. What did he say? I think it was. I just couldn't sign the papers. I want to be out there. I really do, but I just couldn't sign the papers. Absolutely crazy, dude. That's absolutely crazy. Because it's not like you can, like, I understand that you can negotiate guaranteed money with the rookie contract, but your pay scale is what it is. Like, you cannot add more money to your scale already. It is what it is. And you have injury guarantees on, like, millions of dollars worth of injury guarantees as a first-round pick if you got hurt during practice. So it's just kind of like, this dude is being – I really hate that. Some people are saying, like, oh, he's got to protect himself and things of that nature. But I'm like, there's a line, man. He's a rookie. He's got injury guarantees if he were to sign the contract. You know, that's crazy, dude. I'm so glad that we're not dealing with that. I'm so glad the 49ers got guys who love football, want to show up for football, and know that money will take care of itself. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And showing some love. That's what I like to see. Josh Allen throw for 7,500 yards and 75 touchdowns this year. Absolutely not, dude. You are a glazed donut. You are acting like a glazed donut at Krispy Kreme. You're acting like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut. If the offense doesn't do well, but the defense does, Kyle will get fired, and Saleh is getting head coach, in my opinion. That is just wishful thinking, Papa J. That probably would happen if offense was terrible and we go 6-11, maybe. I think he'd be on the hot seat. I don't think he would be fired. I do think he'd be on the hot seat, though. So is Demetrius Knight. Really? Really? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy, man. Crazy both the first and second round picks for the Bengals are holding out. That's nuts, dude. If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm upset, dude. Bad vibes. Joe Burrow is probably upset right now, too. He's probably like, what the F? You know? Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe both their picks are holding out, man. It makes you think, man. It makes you think. Yeah, next drive has to be more O-line focused. Maybe our highest pick, if valued, not there, but definitely need multiple offensive linemen. Definitely, without a doubt. Like, if you were to go to maybe go in free agency, get a guy, and then draft one in the first round, like, there comes a point, especially with what's coming with the offensive line in the future, if you don't have answers at 4 positions on the offensive line, you can't ignore it anymore. You absolutely can't, right? If you have like the 20th pick or whatever, trade up to get your offensive lineman. Do what you have to because, man, it comes to a point where you can't run from it anymore. You have to draft an offensive lineman now in the first round, which honestly, I do think the 49ers would draft a left tackle in the first round because I think they value left tackle. I think they feel like left tackle is the most important position on the team and that you just need left tackle, right? And I think if Trent were to retire, I think they would take left tackle super seriously. I do believe that. Rest positions, though, I don't know, question mark. But I definitely think that next year, if Trent retires, they would treat left tackle really like seriously important like that. That's something we need to address. I do think that. I just have question marks for the guard, center, and the right tackle. That I don't know. Josh Allen saw another dude slobber all over his fiance. Angry Josh Allen is the scariest QB in the league. Yeah, I feel bad for him, man. Like I know Josh Allen. Like it sucks because his wife is just acting. It's her job, right? Like it's not like he's the first first man to be married to another woman who's done sex scenes or talked about sexy things with another man, stuff like that. Has kissed another man on TV screen. But it's like in the NFL, man, it's like a fraternity, dude. Like there is no forgiving. Like there is no like people will take their shots if there's shots to be taken, like 110%. Doesn't matter what line across. But for me personally, man, she is just doing her job. I do think this kind of crosses a line for me. That's why I've never made a joke about the Sinners thing or anything like that, because I never could bring myself to make a video on it. And I feel like that would get me a lot of views. It'd get me a lot of clicks because people think that's funny. But I just think it crosses a line a little bit. Because it's like, it's just her job. She's just acting. The movie, it's a good movie, by the way. So it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like it just crosses the line for me. All right. Can a man just dream once, man? You dreamed 5 times. You've seen 5 Super Bowls. You've dreamed 5 times. I'm pissed. What the F are we doing, man? I don't know, dude. Bengals make questionable decisions, dude, all the time. That's why I gave them a C- draft. I did not like their draft. Like, that reminds me, I gotta make a draft video today. But Bengals, man, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't like the fact that they double dipped at linebacker. Getting Shamar Stewart at 17 was hilarious. There's something to laugh at. Jake's here, stuff like that. But like if I was their GM, like, what are you doing? You need a proven commodity at D end. And some people are. There are other things that the 49ers, we'll get to the rest of the stuff the 49ers talked about here in a second, but I just want to say this real quick before we jump right into it. I don't understand, like, if you want, like, people are comparing Shamar Stewart, like, oh, Joey Bosa held out, oh, Nick Bosa held out, or, oh, this guy held out, this guy held out. The guys they mentioned were players that had major production coming out of college. Proven commodities more so. Like, they're way more polished. They were more top-tier talents, like getting taken 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th overall. Those kind of type players. That's different. You're a 17th overall pick that a lot of people took a chance on. Like, the Bengals took a chance on you whether you like it or not. It's just, there's a different – if he was like the 5th overall pick or 4th overall pick, I feel like you would have that privilege. I feel like you could do something like that. But, like, dude, you have a lot to prove. You really do. You got to prove me wrong, man. You got to prove your haters wrong. I don't understand it. I didn't watch the movie. It's just whatever. It's all over social media. So I know what you mean. I feel so bad for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They need to leave that crappy organization. They're locked in now forever, dude. Locked in forever. How do rookies hold out? I thought their salaries were slotted. They can hold out for guaranteed money. So if there's not enough guaranteed money on the table, they won't sign. Samuel in the house. Quick question. Have you talked about Derek Carr retiring again? Actually, I made a video on it. I made a short on it. Talked about it. Made kind of a little bit of a joke. But no, I have not actually. But my quick response to that, to the Derek Carr retiring, is like, okay. I mean, he's an older guy. It kind of makes sense. He kind of seemed like a guy who was teetering on the line of retiring anyway, especially with like the rumor of like, his camp, releasing the shoulder injury thing, what he was talking about at his sermons at church and stuff. It kind of seemed like that vibe. The Saints drafting their quarterback in the 2nd round, and I'm really not surprised, but I'm shocked. Like some people would say, like, I don't know why you guys are surprised this happened. It's not necessarily a surprise. It's just the shock. Like, even if you see something coming, you can still be shocked, right? Because it's a reality. So I'm a little shocked because it feels sudden. But if you really look at it, if you really look at the evidence before you, it's really not a surprise. So I do wish him the best, man. I thought he was really good with the Raiders. I think the Raiders getting rid of him was kind of stupid. I believed in him with the Raiders. He loved being with the Raiders. But like when he went to the Saints, man, he fell apart. He just became complete buns. at that point. I mean, the dude had to retire at that point, right? Not to mention he was clashing with the offensive line a lot. It's just, it made sense. It made sense from gone, but 3-time Pro Bowler, third in MVP voting one time in 2016. Like, he's a good guy, from what I've seen, but he also kind of seems like a douchebag behind the scenes. But that's like a personal judgment, not like a fact or anything. So, did you grade the Commanders? I have not, but that is a team I could do today. I'll grade the Commanders today because that's one I haven't done yet. But, Booty, I'll give you a sneak peek. I do not like the Josh Connolly pick. Do not like it. Do not like it. When it happened, I absolutely hated it. But obviously, the rest of you guys, I don't remember who else you guys drafted. But when I go do my research and look at what you guys got, I will make an assessment and give you my opinion on it for sure. But I'll do the Commanders next. But I will definitely tell you I did not like the Connolly pick. Did not like it. Hey, we're showing some love. Be right back. Coffee time. Coffee. Hey. They're doing good, brother. Hey, we're showing some love. All right. Mass Revival, 110%. All right. Coffee or water, 110%. Both. This one helps you shit and wake up. This one helps you replenish so much of your bodily fluids. Helps your body push out things, like sweat, all that. Cleans out your colon. Things of that nature, your liver, your organs in general, right? Drink water, drink your coffee. Try to keep low on the creamer. Do coffee black if you can, but that's how I take my coffee. Take a little bit of creamer. I'm not a creamer. I've seen people. I don't want to make this about coffee. I don't want to make this a coffee show, but I've seen people literally pour creamer and sugar. They will take creamer and sugar and pour it in their coffee. Wild, dude. Diabetes in a cup. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I didn't love while there was better players available, but it wasn't bad. We also got Trey Amos in the late second, though, but they did have at least 5 total picks. I do like the Trey Amos pick. I do like Trey Amos. You need a corner. That was a good one. And we're showing some love. That's what I like to see. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next thing. We talked about the signed offensive lineman of Andre Dillard and Nicholas Petit-Ferrari. Never stop complaining about offensive linemen. We need offensive linemen. Linemen. Never stop stopping, okay? Next up, let's talk about this real quick. Brant Boyer talking about Jake Moody. I thought this was really important. It sounds to me, and I know you guys don't like this, it sounds to me that Brant Boyer likes Jake Moody. Brant Boyer says that he says that like all 32 special teams coordinators absolutely love Jake Moody coming out of college, that they absolutely wanted him. It wasn't just a Brian Schneider thing. Apparently it was really highly touted, and they absolutely wanted to get they really want to get Jake Moody. 49ers ended up getting him. So it sounds to me that Brant Boyer is excited to work with Jake Moody. And according to Brant Boyer, he says that he agrees that the injury was a big deal and a big problem. And he did point out that we also got Weeks for a reason. Weeks is a player that's our new long snapper. We got rid of Taylor Pepper, and then we got Weeks. So Brant Boyer believes in Jake Moody, thinks it's because more of his confidence, his injury, and without saying it, but saying at the same time, a better long snapper, someone that's actually going to help out Jake Moody with better long snaps, whatever that is. So, like, it does sound to me that Brant Boyer thinks he can fix him, thinks he can actually make him better, which I believe. I trust Robert Saleh, and I do trust Brant Boyer. Brant Boyer has the resume that deserves respect, that deserves like some sort of like, okay, we're going to trust you. You're taking us down this path. Let's see what we can do and make it work, right? But he also did say there's a kicking competition. We did bring in kicker Kenneth Almendorez. So They are bringing a kicking competition. It doesn't seem that serious, though, because I don't think we really brought in a vet. He did a tryout. Kenneth Almendores was the consensus All-American kicker last year, which I think is a pretty big deal. He got better every single year. Kenneth Almendores did. His career field goal percentage is 85.2. He has missed an extra point every single year, at least one. It's not great, but it could get better with the right training. His best season was last year, a 90.3 field goal percentage, where he scored 130 points. And again, he got better every year, and he was the consensus All-American kicker. So I think that says a lot. But yeah, Brant Boyer sounds to me that he really actually likes Jake Moody, and I'm all for it. All right, man, take us for this ride. It sounds like you can fix him. It sounds to me that you kind of figured it out. Punter is still a question mark, by the way, from what I've heard. But yeah, man, I'm not down on Moody just based on what Brant Boyer said. I'm a little more excited. I'm a little like, okay, man, do your thing. I trust you. You've been responsible for a lot of great players. You believe in him. You loved him in the draft. You think you could fix him. You think it was the injury. You fixed the long snapper. You're questioning the punter. Maybe you have to go out and get a new one, which is the guy that holds the snap. A lot of you guys, from what I remember, was like, hey, that's a big deal. So he's doing things to try to help out Jake Moody. So let's see if he can cook. Let's see if he can cook. All right. Let's see if he can do a little cutthroat kitchen, if we will, and turn something that seemed to be rotten. We'll see how that goes. And I do like the fact that he also said one real quote here. We got Brant Boyer. Hold on. One in the house. I like what Brant Boyer said about the special teams. I absolutely love what he said. This quote. It's simple, yeah, but sometimes when a person says it, it's how they say it. It's how they deliver it. And not to mention, what is their resume that backs that saying? Brant Boyer's saying is, to his players, he tells the players that, hey, you need to think it's just you and me. It's one-on-one in special teams. It's mainly one-on-one. It's you and me. And it's going to be you. Hard. That is a bar, okay? The way he said it, it was succulent, man. It was like you ate that shit up, dude. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely love what Brant Boyer had to say about the mindset that each player has to have. I'm excited about the special teams, man. I really hope I don't get let down, dude. I really, really hope I don't. Like, I have a newfound fire for Jake Moody now. I have a newfound fire for the special teams in general. I absolutely love it. I'm excited about the special teams and what they're doing there because they're actually truly addressing it, and that's something I really actually love. I like how he said special teams 100% have to do with mindset. Exactly. The mindset. It's just all about the mindset, one-on-one. I got to beat that guy there. I hope these players that drafted will play. No more busts. You're going to have busts, man. You're going to have busts. There's going to be one or two. But you got to set a standard of like how much can be busts and how many can't. Not every team, not every player is going to have, every single player is going to be good, right? You're going to have busts. It's just that you cannot have every single player be a bust. Like, you got to be realistic. Now you're being unrealistic if you're saying every player it can't be a bust. All right. Next up, let's go ahead. We talked about the Kenneth Almendores. I actually do like him. I do like him. I like him. Consensus All-American. He gets better every year. And I think a player who gets better every year says that, like, okay, in the NFL, he could probably get better then. So I do like that Kenneth Almendores. He's probably like a backup option just in case things go awry or if Jake Moody doesn't work out or whatever. So yeah. All right. Let me put another cough drop. My mouth's getting dry again. All right. So Robert Saleh. It sounds to me that Robert Saleh was highly involved in this draft process. Just based on what the owner said, based on what the front office said. They got a bunch of Robert Saleh guys, and they really did, because from Robert Saleh's mouth, Robert Saleh said that he wanted not necessarily pass rushers. He wanted big, explosive D linemen. That's what Robert Saleh said. Robert Saleh, that's what he wanted. And that's exactly, and I mean to a T, okay? That's what they got. They got Mikel Williams, big man, explosive, not necessarily the greatest pass rusher, but he's a great run stopper. He can bend the line really well, add pressure, and he's super young, 20 years old, someone you can really kind of meld and, mold yourself and mesh with. Same thing with Alfred Collins. You could do the same thing with him. Big, explosive, not the biggest guy off the line, but like the fastest, but he is a big dude with a lot of power, a lot of explosiveness there. So, we did technically do that. And so it's good to know that Robert Saleh was highly involved in the players that he wanted. The 49ers went out there and got the players he needed. So I am a fan of what Robert Saleh had to say, and it does sound to me that 49ers did listen to Robert Saleh when it comes to the players. Robert Saleh also said that he likes his corners aggressive, which, hey, works out. Green, aggressive. Lenoir, aggressive. Stout is aggressive. That is a stout. He's aggressive there. Mustafa is aggressive. I don't know about Sigil, though. I don't think I've done enough research on him, but I'm assuming a guy who plays strong safety and free safety, has plays close to the line, can be an aggressive player. So I do think that still kind of stands to the culture. And, so I'm excited about this defense. It sounds like it's a Robert Saleh draft. Sounds like these are Robert Saleh players. Sounds like Robert Saleh got the players that he wanted. And he feels like it sounds like these players are set up for success because they're players that Robert Saleh feels like he can work with 110%. Like there is no it's like kind of sort of like, no, these are the guys. These are the guys. So I'm excited about that. And I think Larry Kruger asked this question. He said, how do you feel about these rookies playing? Do you think they'll start week 1 or whatever? And the quote is, if any rookie is worthy, they'll be on the field week 1. So it's going to go through Robert Saleh. The players that start week 1 is going to go through Robert Saleh. So if you see Alfred Collins out there starting, if you see Mikel Williams starting, if you see CJ West starting out there, in Robert Saleh we trust, man, because he's done his evaluations. He believes in these players. He thinks these players can really work out. So I trust Robert Saleh. In Robert Saleh we trust. And he's telling you, hey, if they're not out there, they're not ready. If they're out there, they are worthy. So keep that in mind. I am excited about that. So Robert Saleh, man, the special teams, defense, I cannot be more excited. I cannot be more excited. My only concern with the defense right now is the fact these are rookies, right? Like that's relatively out of Robert Saleh's control because the fact they are rookies, they're going to make mistakes. Like we're going to see that happen, right? I do trust the development of these rookies under Robert Saleh. That I do trust, but it's up to them to show up and be there week 1, to be ready. And so that's my only concern. Can these rookies pull it off? Can they do good? They'll probably make some mistakes early on in the season, but maybe back half of the season they can prove themselves they're actually really good and they can work out. So that's my only question mark with the defense right now. It's not the coordinators. It's not like Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, the corners with Green and Lenoir, Jair Brown and Mustafa coming back later on in the season. It's just these rookies. Can they start? Can they make enough of an impact throughout the season, right? Because I'm going to expect them to make mistakes. I am not going to hold these rookies to a standard, and I feel like a lot of 49ers fans are, and I don't think that's fair, but I think a lot of 49ers fans are going to hold these rookies to like the standard that they got to be perfect, that they have to be day 1 starters, and they have to be dominant from day 1. It's like, nah, man, they're young. They have things to learn from. Like they're going from college to NFL, a different kind of type of competition. So I personally, I'm going to expect some mistakes, but I really hope to God that like 90 to 80% of it is just good stuff, right? So that's what I want to see. I just want to see the potential there. So next year they have to draft offensive line early because McKinnon and Burford are free agents. I hope so, man. It's got to be. That's what we talked about earlier, Joe, is like for like the past 3 years we've been talking about it, like offensive line. This is the year, but next year, man, there's only one guaranteed player on the roster, and that's Pooney. Strawberry brought that up, and I 110% agree with that. Like I like it comes to a point where you can't ignore it anymore. Especially if these rookies work out. Like if these rookies work out and they're actually really good, then there's really no holes left. If you think about it, if they nailed this draft, what do they have left to address? They got if CJ West, Mikael Williams, and Alfred Collins all work out in their starting potential, it's not something you need to address at 1, 2, or 3. If Nick Martin works out, it's not something you have to address in the second or third round. If Stout works out, you do not need to address corner at all. Safety, if Sigil works out, you're good. So literally on defense, you're solid. If all these players work out, that's a big if, by the way. But if they work out, you have nothing left on defense. On offense, you just need Pearsall to work out. You need Pearsall and Juwan Jennings, and to me, that's fine. You got Cowing. It's still a project. Ayuk is coming back from his injury. Hopefully he's the same. But to me personally, if Pearsall works out, you got Juwan Jennings. You're back where you were with the 2023 season where you just had one route runner in Ayuk, right? So wide receiver, you're fine. I feel like you're fine there, wide receiver next year, if you nailed that. Tight end, maybe tight end. So like tight end becomes a need for sure. That's probably someone you should take in the first, second, or third round at that point. Because you still want a guy to replace George Kittle. Regardless, like Dwelley is not your answer for third tight end straight up. Luke Farrell is not your receiving tight end either. So they are going to have to address tight end in the second or third round next year probably. Running back, you're good on running back. Like absolutely solid there. You're good at quarterback. They literally just have 2 needs next year. 2 needs. They have 2 needs next year. If all works out, if all shakes out, they literally just have 2 needs. Offensive line and tight end. Left tackle, guard, center, and right tackle and tight end. Everything else is covered. You don't need any more. You don't. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy to think that this team could be set up for the future in such a positive way, but they literally just have one hole and one need, like 2 needs next year. That's offensive line and tight end. That's it. And I could be more excited. I could not be more excited. But all the defensive players, they had to hit on them this year. Had to. I'm very excited to see the defense. Only worry about is very young, but I think Bosa and Moore keep the wheels falling off too bad. Exactly. I think they got good leaders out there. They got good in every position. I think they got a good player. A lot of people don't believe in Jair Brown, but I believe in Jair Brown still. He was working with Nick Sorensen, and then when he had Steve Wilkes, who's like a mid-tier defensive coordinator, he was pretty good. And I think under Robert Saleh, he do really good at safety there, strong safety. So I think they have a good guy, potential guy there, strong safety. Linebacker, they got a leader there. D-line, they got a leader there. Corner, they got Lenore, they got a leader there. So they have leaders all over the board on defense. It's just, like you said, don't let the wheels fall off. Just don't let the wheels fall off. Rather have a very good defense than an old-ass defense like last year. And he veterans like Noah Warner and Bosa who can help them along the way. Exactly. I do like how young we are. I like the fact that we got players that could probably play more downs and more snaps than the players last year for sure. Last year was atrocious, man. Last year was like a bunch of – it's weird because like Leonard Floyd, I liked him, but he didn't fit the scheme. Then you had a pass rushing D tackle and Hargrave was not great. Then you have Malik Collins, who's like a depth chart D tackle starting there. It seemed like a bunch of mismatched toys playing D-line almost. There was no cohesion, right? It didn't seem like there's scheme there. Nikita in the house. Good afternoon, Ed. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Classic movie. They need a kicker if Moody still failed. I'm all board with Moody now. I'm back with Moody, man. If Brant Boyer likes Moody, he believes in Moody. And Brant Boyer, we trust, man. Robert Saleh vouched for the guy. I mean, let's give him a shot. Let's see if he can fix Moody. I know this sounds like a 180 thing, complete 180, but I gotta trust Brant Boyer, man. He did do things to help Jake Moody, right? He says like the injury didn't help his confidence. We're gonna help him out with that. And the long snapper, they got a new long snapper for him. They're probably they are looking into punters because they don't know about Wisnowski's situation. And they got a bunch of special teams players. It does seem to me that Brant Boyer is taking this seriously, and he wants the right players, the best players that are available. And if he thinks Jake Moody's the best player available, that's going to get him through it. All right, man. All right, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm opening the door. I'm letting Brant Boyer take me on this journey that Jake Moody's good. All right, like I'm not expecting him to be the best kicker. I'm not expecting Jake Moody to be the best kicker, but I'm expecting him to make extra points. Okay, I'm expecting him to make 39-yard field goals. Okay, if he misses a 50-yarder here and there, not the end of the world. Okay, but I definitely expect him to make those 39-yard field goals. I have expectations, though. Here, but cleaning up his place, his bedroom looked like he had a big party, dirty and messy. You got to clean it up, man. Got to clean it up. Got to clean it up. O-line is a huge question mark next year, for sure. Fire Shaft, if you do not draft O-line early next year, no more excuses. I don't know, I'll keep him around. I love Moody. He's a Michigan boy. Without doubt. I don't love him, but I trust you. I trust you, Brant Boyer. We're going to have to draft O-line left tackle, and we're going to have to draft O-line, left trigger, and right trigger are going to be a need. 100%. 100%. Especially if Trent Williams retires or he has a huge drop-off, like, for sure. Yeah, you got to give Boyer a shot with Moody if he believes in him, especially considering the investment in Moody. Exactly. Like, Brant Boyer seems like the type of guy who puts his reputation on the line, and he's like, hey, if I believe in you, man, this is a big, like, I don't want to keep reiterating this and keep saying it over and over again, but like he's just somebody I respect. It's somebody best on his resume, especially on his resume, and especially what players say about Brant Boyer too. Like it's not just Robert Saleh that believes in him. Players have come out and said that, like, yo, dude, that guy's really good. That guy is like the best special teams coach. You know, you gotta trust him. Trust his process and stuff. Like, a lot of players respect Brant Boyer. A lot of coaches respect Brant Boyer. Robert Saleh respects Brant Boyer. So you know what? I'm going to respect him and give him a shot to prove me wrong about Jake Moody. Am I going to be like, yeah, Jake Moody's the best? Woo! No. I'm not going that far. But I'm going to lay off of it a little bit. I'm going to pull back the curtain. I'm going to be like, okay, lay off the dude a little bit. And just be like, let's see what you can do, right? So I'm not gonna shit talk him for the rest of this offseason or whatever. But I'm also not like forgetting what he did in the past. if you get what I'm saying, I'm open-minded. My fear is Moody wins the camp competition because he hits 6 yarders and then proceeds to miss a 30-yard field goal week one. His issue is literally confidence, and I think it'll be very hard to rebuild it. And Brant Boyer, we trust, man. If he thinks he can do it, and he doesn't think that he's just a camp god. That's what I call him. I call him a camp god. He's a practice god. I do agree with that. But if Brant Boyer thinks that, the preseason and the training camps and stuff like that he's going to put him through, the regimen he's going to put him through to test him out, see if he can actually win this job, I'm going to trust him. I got to trust him, man. I got to trust that he knows what he's doing, knows how to test these kickers. He's got the resume, but I mean, you aren't wrong. Like he does do well in this camp. But there's one thing that Jake Moody has never had, right? From his practice and stuff like that, he's never had a competition in camp. He's never had his job be questioned. His rookie year was not questioned. He was safe or whatever. And some people say, oh, that's just not pressure. Well, it's still pressure in games, right? But there's no pressure that he lost his job. Last year in training camp, in practice, in preseason, there was no pressure for him to lose his job whatsoever. Now, there is pressure that he could lose his job. He could lose his job in the preseason and in training camp. So if you're saying that he's weak to pressure, that's pressure right there. If he doesn't perform in training camp, doesn't perform in preseason, he's going to get cut. He's going to be gone. So there's the pressure there. It's pressure that we haven't seen being given to Jake Moody. We've seen nothing but passes and being like, hey, you got the job regardless going into the season and stuff. So he's never had pressure in practice. Now he will have pressure in practice. So if your concern is it's just under pressure that he plays bad, on the bright side, this year during training camp preseason, he will have pressure for the very first time. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. He looks like prime Justin Tucker. I think he still holds the longest field goal in the Super Bowl. Jake Moody, he does. That is true. That is true. Some people blame him for the Super Bowl loss, but that was a blocked kick. I forgot who told me that. It's a good fact. Who's this Weeks guy I heard about? He's a long snapper from Houston. Heard he's really good. Okay, thank you, Juan. Yeah, show some love. Let's see. Yeah, apparently Weeks is like the best long snapper in the NFL. Apparently, he's old. He's like 39 years old, I think. About to turn 40. But according to like everywhere around the league, he's like the best at his job. So if that means anything, and Brant Boyer absolutely loves the guy, I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I didn't think there was anything wrong with Taylor Pepper. But I don't know the nuances of special teams. I don't know what makes you actually a bad long snapper in the grand scheme of things. Like, to me, they all look the same of a guy just launching a ball at the punter or the placeholder or whatever, right? Like, to me, I don't know the nuances of a long snapper. I'm not going to lie to you guys and be like, oh, well, he's got to hold the ball like this and it's got to launch directly at the guy at this kind of degree of an angle. Like, I don't know those things. I don't know enough about long snappers, but I'm going to trust Brant Boyer to understand that, saying, hey, Weeks is the best at his job, and he's going to get the job done, and it's going to help Jake Moody. Apparently, it's going to help Jake Moody. According to what's his name, Brant Boyer, Weeks is going to help him. Is going to help out Jake Moody. So we'll see how that works out. Also, Junior Burgeon fumbled a ball yesterday. What a bum! I saw that. I was like, oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm going to go ahead and give him a little bit of a pass. Going to give him just a tiny bit of a pass. Be like, okay, he's probably just a little nervous. Being in the NFL, things of nature, give him a little bit of a pass, right? And he was probably having to receive funky kicks. Like probably like the ball was spinning in a weird way and he had to adjust. So maybe he's learning, might get better. But I do agree that it was a little bit concerning when I saw that. I was like, no, man. But give him some time, man. But I promise you, if he keeps fumbling the ball and stuff like that, he's not receiving kicks. He's not receiving. Dante Pettis, for example, he was like a record breaker for like kick returns and stuff like that. I can't remember what it was. He didn't get the ball on kick returns because he could not catch the ball and he was terrible at it. So I forgot to give a shout out to Crazy Juice when he said, what's up? Crazy Juice in the house. I didn't know it was the kicker's job to block the defense. What are we talking about? Does he get laces out every single snap? I don't know about long sniper either. I guess like maybe he knows how to like the right velocity where the it's easier for the punter to hold up the ball for the like. I don't know. Like I just feel like you just launch the ball at the punter, don't you? Like on surface level knowledge, it just seems like you just grab the ball and you throw it at the guy and then you block the dude in front of you. Isn't that just the job? Like, apparently there's nuances to this job that I didn't know about. There's nuances. You can't have someone named Berger be our kick returner. He won't be able to muster the strength to. If I had a zoom in feature, I would stare at you, Juan, for that dad joke you just made. Imagine the camera zooming in. Okay, because that's exactly what happened, dude. You can't have someone named Berger, our kick returner. He won't be able to muster the strength to catch up the ball. That's so crazy, dude. I can't believe that, dude. I can't believe he said that shit. Just like a burger. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce out here soon. But before we bounce, though, before we get out of here, there was real quick. Actually, you know what? You actually know what? I'm talking about the fans who are blaming Moody for the kick. Yeah, I did too at first. And someone reminded me of that. I haven't seen the Super Bowl since obviously the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, I mean, if he blocked the kick, it's not necessarily his fault. Like some people could say like he kicked it low. I haven't seen it because I still can't watch the Super Bowl to this day. So I don't know exactly how it unfolded. But some people say like he kicked it really low. It was a poor kick. And he kicked it really low and someone blocked it. I heard someone say that. But that also could just be an excuse that someone made just to hate on Jake Moody. I don't know. I can't say anything because I haven't seen the film. But usually a block kick is probably because the people up front can't block. That's usually what happens. Anyway, one last thing. Mark Schlereth? Mark Schlereth, I know he used to be like an offensive lineman, said that Brock Purdy, he thinks that next year, this 2025 season, that Brock Purdy is going to prove that he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL next year. He's putting his name on it. He's stamping it. He's going to be considered a top 5 quarterback, how well he's going to play. Have you seen that O-line? Have you seen that O-line? Because it's not like he's saying, I think he's going to play like top 5 quarterback, or in my eyes, he's going to be a top 4. He's saying that he's going to prove he's a top 5 quarterback. That means he's going to say there's evidence, undeniable. It's going to be like this, not just an opinion. It's going to be like, okay, it's going to be fact that people are going to think that, and he's going to prove it. That's a whole nother level. Like, do I think Brock Purdy could be a top 5 quarterback? Of course. Of course I can. But he also needs some offensive line help, right? Just like Jalen Hurts got offensive line help, Lamar, Josh Allen, all those guys. Patrick Mahomes gets offensive line help. All top quarterbacks have good offensive line. Brock Purdy doesn't. So what you're saying about Brock is he needs a better O-line for him to prove it, I think. To prove it, he needs just a little bit better offensive line. Do I think Brock Purdy could be an offensive top 5 quarterback? Definitely. I definitely believe he can do that. But my concern is that offensive line. The wide receivers, I feel like he's got the wide receivers. I feel like he's got the running back. I think he's got the tight end. But my concern with that is offensive line. That's why I think it's a bold take to say that, because it's not just saying you're thinking that. You're saying, like, the proof is going to be in the pudding. So that's bold. That's bold, in my opinion. And if he's right, guess what, man? He gets to bang the table and say he's right. He gets to, say those things. Even I'm not saying those things. Like, I don't know. Like, and I love Brock Purdy, man. Like, I'm a big fan of Brock Purdy. I think he's a franchise guy. I think he's a starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers for years to come. But if you're going to be a top 5 quarterback in this league, man, like, to prove it, you got to do a lot of things, man. And I feel like the poor offensive line is going to hold him back from that proof, right, to get him over the hump. Some people think that just winning the Super Bowl makes you a top 5 quarterback. Whatever, dude. I don't. That is stupid. You don't just win a Super Bowl and you become a top 5 quarterback. You have to do a lot more than that. Brock Purdy can be reasons why we win playoff games. Brock Purdy can be the reason, why we win games in general. He can play outstanding and stuff, but to prove he's a top 5 quarterback, he's going to have to win the Super Bowl and play elite. He's going to have to be an MVP. Like, he's got to be an MVP for him to do that. So, because the standard that Brock Purdy's held up to is not the same as the rest of the quarterbacks. It's absolutely not. Brock Purdy's held to a higher standard of you got to be MVP, Super Bowl champion. You have to break records. You can't have any wide receivers that are good. You can't have running backs that are good. You got to have a shitty defense. He's held to this super, super high expectations that I think is just entirely unfair. And to prove it, he's going to have to do a lot. He's going to have to do a lot. And I think putting your name on something like that is going to take a lot. Do I think he could do it? Yes. But I'm not going to sit here and bang the table and say something like that. But I hope he's right. Like, I hope he's right. That'd be great. I absolutely would. I actually would love that. Also, I truly judge Burgeon after his third year. After his third year, that's okay. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Jake Moody, this is his third year, so technically not judging him yet. I agree. Brant looked like a definite top 5 QB in 2023, basically the same O-line. He looked fantastic, dude. He was a top 5 quarterback all the way up to like week 5. He looked phenomenal. That 3-game stretch, not so much, but then after that, he got back on it. I thought Brock played amazing that year, dude. Trent's play has declined, and so is Brendel's, but McKinnis has improved, and so is right guard and left guard, maybe. It just depends if okay, never mind. It just depends if like is Ben Barch good? Is Ben Barch good? Is Ben Barch the answer? There's so many question marks to that left guard situation. But there's a good opportunity there. There really is. Purdy was the main reason we got to the Super Bowl in 2023. I agree. I 110% agree. That Packers game, the Lions game was all Purdy. It was all the Purdster. Brendel is an awful center, 110%. Terrible center. I totally agree for Purdy to be a top 5 next year. He has to make at least an NFC Championship or Super Bowl, but I'm praying Crazy Juice is right. 110%. Do you have Twitter? I do not have a Twitter. I absolutely do not have Twitter. I do have an Instagram, but I never use it. If you want my Instagram, it's that 149ers fan. It's my face and a bear next to me. So if you want to do that, but I don't use it though. I think maybe I'll have one in the future if my channel grows big enough, where when I make announcements, it's actually a thing. But as of right now, I don't have one. He could definitely make the NFC Championship if he proves to be a top 5, which I think he could do. I agree. If he can, if he makes it to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl, has a 2023 season again this year, I think that says a lot. I think that definitely proves a lot because a lot of because with the current weapons, with the current defense, with the current everything, from Nick Wright to everybody, is saying that the 49ers are not a playoff team. They're saying the 49ers may go to the playoffs, but it's going to be a wild card and they're gone. So you got to give Brock Purdy credit. If we win playoff games because of him again, right? We win games because of him again. It's not like in 2023 where the standard was set of okay, he's going to make the playoffs. They're Super Bowl contender. It's all set up for him, right? No, in 2025, the standard is not the same. It's not like that. People are not looking at the 49ers like that anymore. So if Brock Purdy can take this team to an NFC Championship game or a Super Bowl, right, becomes the reason why we win playoff games, has a dominant year like he did in 2023, then everything you said in 2025, everything you said in 2023 does not apply. Because in 2023, you said that's a Super Bowl contender and Brock Purdy set up for it. Now you're saying this team is not set up for that. So you cannot say it's the same. So if Brock can just get us to the NFC Championship, plays really well, just like in 2023, he deserves a lot more credit than people give him. 110%. I'm praying for a miracle to happen this year. Believe it. It's sports, man. In sports, defy the odds. Things happen. If we can make the NFC Championship, God, I would be so happy. That would be an amazing season. Exactly. It's kind of how I feel about the Warriors, right? Like, I'm not a huge basketball guy, but from what I understand, they're not supposed to be in the playoffs. But they got past the first round, beat a number 2 seed, whatever. I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm just happy the Warriors are here. Are they gonna make it to the NBA Finals? Probably not. But like when you beat expectations, I think that's a win in itself, right? I think that's a win in itself. It's in the right direction of things, success in the right aspect of things. So it's not always like, yeah, you want to win a Super Bowl. The end goal is a Super Bowl, but like there are still victories. Even if you don't win a championship, there's still victories. There's still W's. There's still things to be happy about. And that's just beating your expectations. I think it's a W in itself. Hey, man, 49ers are my favorite team too, but I don't always complain about everything. Like there are things to be happy about. There's things to be excited for. Like, I want this team to succeed too. I want this team to win a Super Bowl as well. But I'm not going to just complain about everything. You got to sometimes, man, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the good stuff. Not saying ignore the bad stuff. Like, I am worried about Moody. I'm worried about the offensive line. You're not wrong about that. But there are things to be proud of. There are things to be excited about. There are good things, right? It's like you can't complain about everything and then just be like, I just want to see this team succeed. Every 49ers fan, including me, Juan, Strawberry, Papa J, all of us want to see the 49ers succeed. But there are things that we love. There's things that we enjoy. In the journey we enjoy. Like you got to like be more happy about things, less being lenient, less cynical. You don't have to complain about everything. You could still want the best for somebody, but not complain about that person all the time. Right? Like it's not always either this or that. It's okay, yeah. Fixed offensive line, it's piss poor, it sucks. I totally agree. But man, we got Robert Saleh, we got Brant Boyer, dude. Brock Purdy. This offseason has been no drama, dude. We drafted needs with the D-line and D-end, man. There are good things. There are things that you can take and really enjoy the ride with. All of us, every single 49ers fan wants to see this team succeed. Every 49ers fan does. So you got to stop complaining and just be like, and do two things at once. Yeah, it's frustrating, but like there's good things. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. I pray we get the 6th. Same here. Oh my God. I just zoomed out there. Yeah, I'm giving Moody 1 year, but no more than if I'm a Niners fan. Gentleman Sweep says, Steve-O, hey man, don't say that about the Warriors, dude. We're going to dominate, bro. What time do the Warriors play today? 5:30 p.m. Probably watch that. My Lakers lost, and my dad hopes the Celtics will pull it out. Doesn't look like it, man. Like, from what I've seen, the Celtics are really choking hard, dude. They're kind of falling apart. Lakers, I mean, you guys don't have defense. I don't know if it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep though. Like on a serious note, it could happen. Like without Steph Curry, this team does not look functional. They're not cohesive. Like Steph Curry's the glue. Like even if Steph Curry's not scoring or anything like that, he's just the glue to everybody. Keeps everyone calm. He's the leader of the team. Like 110%. He's the reason why they have success and why they beat even with him being out, he was still there. Got 13 points. He did his part theoretically, and they got the W against the Wolves the first game. The second game, it looked absolutely terrible. And that can continue to happen. They need Steph Curry back. As soon as possible. My Lakers can't plan everything. Life's too short to plan. Exactly. Hell yeah, Wolfie. Hell yeah. Let's go. That 2022 draft was actually horrendous. I don't even know where we could be if Purdy didn't turn out to be good. Maybe Kyle and Lynch would have lost their jobs. Maybe. Because if we didn't have Purdy, man, we probably don't go to the Super Bowl in 2023. I mean, think about it. Think about it. We probably don't go to the Super Bowl in 2023. That's a good point, Joe. That's a good point, Papa. That's a good point. All right, let me go ahead and show you something funny. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this every single live now, or I'm going to try to, if there are some out there. But it's the internet, so they're always going to have some of these out there. But I think at the end of lives, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and find these every single time. So that way, I leave you guys off a funny note. We leave off a good note, and let me go ahead and share these with you guys. And I thought these were funny, so I'm going to go ahead and share these with you. We're going to do NFL memes at the end of every show, so that way we can just laugh at stuff. And yeah, because I love NFL memes. I make videos on them all the time. I think they're absolutely hilarious. Don't take them seriously. They are what they are. But let me see if I can make that bigger. Hold on. Can I make that bigger? Nope, that just zooms in that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Hold on. That's too far out. Can you guys see that? Mike Tomlin knowing damn well that his winning season streak ain't making it to 2026. Mike Tomlin, dude. I love this picture, dude. This picture is Mike Tomlin, dude. Mike Tomlin knowing damn well his season's not mystery. He ain't making it 2026. Dude, I love that. All right, okay. So I thought that one was pretty funny. This one here is a Shedeur Sanders joke, but I really do like this Shedeur Sanders one. I thought it was funny. New Pope gets time taken to get picked, 2 days. Shedeur Sanders, 3 days. You know the supporters of Shedeur Sanders does not like that one, man. They're upset about that. They're tickled pink with that one, man. But I think that's actually super hilarious, man. 2 days. Shedeur Sanders, 3 days. Let's go ahead and share this tab here. Still can't believe the Chicago native Pope said this during the first speech. Another Pope joke, of course, because it's the time, right? It's the time. So let's see if I can get the sound up. Here we go.
Fili,
God bless you all.
Spiritus Sancti, discendat super vos et maniat semper.
Packers. Getting all teary-eyed because they fucked the Packers. All right, so those are some NFL memes that I thought was funny that I wanted to share with you guys. My favorite one is the Mike Tomlin. No, damn well he's not gonna have a winning streak next season. Dude does not have a quarterback. So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Poke being from Chicago saying fuck the Packers. I apologize for Catholics out there that may be offended by the joke. It's just a joke, I promise. But I think that's absolutely hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I'm only watching to see if Green hits someone in the head or a ball tap or a chokehold. I think chest stomp is off. What are you talking about? Oh, Draymond Green. Yeah, I'm not a Draymond Green guy. I really, really, honestly am not a Draymond Green dude, if you were to ask me. He's a great defensive player, but he's just way too much for me, man. He's just way too much of a situation, way too much of a problem, right? I from what I gather, he's one of the best, if not the best defensive player, but you got to deal with the attitude and the problems. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The Pope, right? Right. He knows when he had lost, not the Packers. Fuck the Packers. I actually absolutely love that, dude. Ball tapping someone is crazy. I thought that too, dude. I was like, dude, this guy has an insane history of just kicking people in the nads and just doing dirty plays. Like I can't ignore it. Like there was a video that like someone threatened his family. I don't agree with that. Like that's too far. You know, he does get a lot of hate, but at the same time, it's like this dude kind of deserves that kind of hate, right? Like not that kind of hate, but like he deserves hate on a level because he is a dirty player. Like I cannot deny that, right? I have really no bias. I guess I'm a Warriors fan, but it's kind of like the dude constantly does bad things, like all the time. He costs the Warriors points, fouls or whatever. He gets knocked out of the game because he got too many fouls because he cries all the time. I'm personally not a fan of Draymond Green. So, but I'm glad he's a great player though. So, all right, I'm gonna bounce, guys. I hope you guys enjoy those memes. I'm gonna try and make it a thing every single time. Try to like bring out 3 or more. I do have more memes that I did pull up, but I just thought I'd bring up those because those are kind of like the more relevant ones. But next time I go live, I'll try to bring up more memes. Just some things we can laugh about around the league. So that way it's not always like, just 49er stuff or serious stuff or something we just joke about and have a good time. Because who doesn't like that, right? So thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are the best howlers a wolf pack can ask for. You guys are the best. Thank you, Steve-O, for being here. Nikita, of course, thank you, Historic and Stoic, being here all the way through. You're the best. Papa J, the best mod Broken S4. Joe Boy, thank you for being here. The Under the Helmet podcast, thank you for showing up and showing out. Val, for showing love to everybody in the chat, per usual. OG. Salvador, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you too as well. One of the best in the business. I appreciate you being here as well. Always there to watch my vids, man. Support me. I thank you for appreciate that. Strawberry, thank you so much for being here. You're the best, man. Crazy Juice. Thank you for being here, man. Supporting the channel. Per usual. Is there anyone else that I missed? I think there was someone else I missed here. There's one more, right? Nikita. I think I said Nikita, but if not, Nikita, thank you for being here. I know your dad's here in spirit, which I appreciate. Jake, thank you so much for being here, per usual. OG showing up. And Samuel, thank you for being here. I'll be sure to get to that. I will grade the Commanders draft today. That'll be the one that I do today. I didn't do one yesterday because I was just absolutely busy. I just could not do anything. 49ers Media, thank you for being here. Congratulations for hitting 200. If you guys have not subscribed to 49ers Media already, be sure to go over there, show some love. He's a good dude. Good vibes, man. He loves his team. Gibbs on top, thank you so much. You're a Lions fan. Appreciate you coming here to support the 49ers channel, dude. As always, man, you're part of the Wolf Pack. You're one of the Howlers. Thank you so much for being here. And I believe that is everyone. Thank you guys so much. You're the best. To everybody who watches later, be sure to sub because this entire live, these conversations is exactly that. It's just one big conversation. We just love talking about football and talking about the sport that we absolutely love. So be part of the Wolf Pack. Be a Howler. You're absolutely welcome. And, of course, be sure to like this live. If you haven't liked this live yet already, it helps me out big time. It helps me out a lot, and I cannot do it without you guys. You guys make this train growing. And, of course, every single like makes my 49ers heart grow from here to here. All love, fam. I'll see you next video. Bang, bang, not a gang, baby.